Genpact has been a pioneer in this industry. If you go back to 1997, we actually started the whole business process offshoring industry. And subsequently, we then expanded beyond doing it just in India to doing it in Eastern Europe, to doing it from Eastern China. We then expanded to driving controllership across the world, global scale. And finally, if you think about what we're doing now, it's moved way beyond business impact into a strategy that we call Lean Digital, which is how do you get the best of Lean Six Sigma with digital to transform processes versus just running them in a different location. And that's what clients are coming to us for now. We're very proud of our partnership with Cornerstone. It's been an amazing last few years with them. When we started, we started when we had about 4 or 5 months in which to design and implement a system. One of the things we're very pleased at is that the Cornerstone team actually stepped up and said that we can help you do that in that short period of time. And the implementation actually started in the middle of the year and was complete before the end of the year. For us, that was a big deal. The second big thing that it did is it took us completely from a 20th century learning platform into the 21st century. 4 or 5 big wins with that. First, instead of just pushing training out, we now have the ability to actually encourage our employees to learn through the platform so they can actually pull training when they need. Similarly, we're able to do mobile, we're able to do video, we're able to do all the kinds of things that are relevant to the workforce of this century. And that's been a big win for us. The third really interesting thing is that every year we sort of come up with a set of priorities for us as a team. And the good thing about the Cornerstone platform and the Cornerstone team is they have been agile enough to really work with us on those needs and deliver on them. So most of our really important needs have been met with this platform. And that's one of the reasons why we continue to partner and look forward to continuing to partner even in the future.
We were very clear of the objectives of change. We were growing, we were fast changing, and we were agile in our culture. We wanted our training programs to be accessed anywhere, anytime, and be it from Genpact locations, whether it was going to be from customer sites or even from home. We shortlisted Cornerstone LMS and called it iLearn and divided our entire journey into 3 phases: launch, optimization, and adoption. This helped us to focus on our goals. It enabled us to think through and also dive deep. The launch phase was about driving change and communicating, training our user groups, the trainers, the users, the administrators. The adoption phase was actually all about stabilization, penetration, integration with different systems of engagement to the LMS, and creating, of course, a great user experience. The optimization phase was all about driving productivity through the system and also measuring the same. How do we replace the ILT sessions with video-based training? Ensure that 2 million hours of training was going to be on iLearn. One of our key success factors really was that we all had a shared vision. The training team, the IT, Cornerstone, the willingness to make a history, and of course, a determination to succeed.
Early this year, we started one of our most strategic initiatives on capability building to support lean digital positioning of Genpact in the market. And one of our biggest challenge was to reach about 1,000 top leaders of Genpact and upskill them on the lean digital fundamentals. We were looking at a couple of tools that would help us use video and use documents and yet give us the flexibility to keep on adding new content as and when new success stories were coming our way. So we evaluated iLearn, and I think it was a fantastic tool. For me, the biggest use iLearn had was that it gave me scale, it gave me flexibility, and it gave me ease of access to my learners. And it allowed me to bring learning to my learners versus the traditional way of getting the learner to stop working and then take a break and find a classroom option to learn a new concept. The Cornerstone team was always open to ideas and constantly supported us to experiment and figure out. There were some great learnings that we've had in the way we use the tool.
Genpact was a very internal-centric organization where everything was closed behind the VPN and behind security firewalls. We wanted to have a platform that was available globally but still kept our content secure and well managed, which was again something which we found good in the platform, and hence we went with it. Today, I feel what we've achieved through this is quite significant. From an IT standpoint, if I were to say the benefits we have now versus the challenges we had earlier, every implementation goes through challenges. We had our own challenges there. We had to stabilize the integration, data flows and everything. But if I look at it today, right, my team hardly spends 5% of the time managing the platform. 90% of 5% of the time they are spending today working with the business, driving their business values, enabling integrations with new learning providers, new content providers, rather than just managing the traditional IT setup of managing storage, managing compute, managing all that stuff. So they are more into delivering business outcomes today.
My experience personally with iLearn has been truly amazing. Earlier this year, when I started to program manage this very critical capability building initiative for the organization, I started using, that whole team started using iLearn very extensively. And that's when we explored the world of functionalities that it offers. It was with the help of this tool that we could do it so fast.
Three benefits of iLearn is that first of all, it is providing me a single view to the world of my learning. Secondly, it provides us flexibility. I can learn from anywhere and at any time. Thirdly, it is also providing a simplified learning experience.